5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
This is About Space, America's return to space, with news and information on our U.S. space program. Is your host of About Space, David Denault.
Welcome, and thanks for joining me today. Well, for centuries, scientists, astronomers, and Bible scholars have studied the stars, and they say there was a message in them. And one of the most significant is the Star of Bethlehem. Fact or fiction? Well, you'll hear from Rick Larson, the co-producer of The Star of Bethlehem, next, as America and the world is listening to About Space Today.
I'm Don Meyer, Space Coast News Editor.
And I'm David Denault, host of About Space, inviting you to join us for our Christmas specials. On Tuesday, December the 21st, Dawn Meyer will share one of her most cherished holiday memories as a child, my Christmas telescope. And on Friday, Christmas Eve, join me with a message from the moon long ago.
From all of us, we wish you good tidings and a happier new year. I'm Rick Potlock.
We hope you'll enjoy our holiday memories with you. Welcome back. Rick Larson is the co-producer of the film and says his research all started when his son asked him about the star over the manger that they were making.
I was surprised at how many theories had been put out there. And it makes you wonder. I'm a researcher by trade, I'm a lawyer. And so you think, if everybody looks at the same evidence, shouldn't we arrive at somewhat similar results? But they're all over the deck. And I realized after looking at it closely the reason for that. And it's because they don't take the Bible very seriously. If you go back to Scripture and you comb through Matthew with a fine-tooth comb, like you're looking for every tiny clue, you can carve out 9 characteristics of the biblical star. So when you get those together, that means that we have a fair amount of data. And if you get experts talking about the 9 points, well, then we can come to some conclusions. So some of the 9 points are obvious. They're easy. Because when the Magi arrived, they ask this loaded question. They say, where is he who has been born king of the Jews? So that's 3 clues. Whatever they saw in the sky suggested to them kingship, birth, and the Jewish nation. Okay, that's easy. But some of the clues, are a little bit more obscure. For one, they saw the star when they were in the east. They traveled all the way to Jerusalem. Don't know where they came from, don't know how they traveled, but if they were from Persia, if they came through the Fertile Crescent, we're talking about months. And they arrive in Jerusalem and they still see the star. Yeah. So it lasted over time. That's another clue, right? So you put all 9 together, though, you can start eliminating things. Things fall out. It can't be, a shooting star if it lasts over time. And then we look at the ancient records, and there are lots of other ways to make the study happen. But here's the thing that blows me away. Matthew is no scientist, yet he wrote his gospel and got 9 points which happened. They're right there in the sky, precisely correlating with what he wrote down. He couldn't have known. So when he wrote his story, his account of the star, it would hold up to scientific scrutiny 2,000 years later when we're pressing it extremely hard. And it turns out, my goodness, there are things in the sky that precisely correlate with what he described.
So what do you think? Science and the Bible, are they both right? And remember to follow us on Facebook at AboutSpace.today for launches and landings. Thank you for joining me. I'm David Denault, and this has been About Space Today.